But he's ahead in the count, 1-0. And now he's ahead 2-0. This one's also bounced. Bit of an easier block there for Stonecipher, but with runners on second and third, nothing's really easy. Stonecipher adjusting the mask back behind the plate. DeCarlo steps back in, ahead 2-0. 2 outs, 1. DeCarlo waiting. Billingsley a little bit more belabored on the mound. This one inside. Count runs 3-0. So a walk here will load him up and would bring Ethan Pitcher up to the plate for the first time today. And one of the bigger at-bats of the season for Pitcher. But you got to get to him first. 3-0 pitch in there for strike one. Pitcher hasn't seen many ABs here this season. Still looking for his first hit on the year. And what better time to come up with it if DeCarlo can reach. Count now 3-1. And the delivery, that one in the dirt. Third pitch in the dirt of the at-bat. DeCarlo will take his base, and Ethan Pitcher will get a chance to come up with his first hit of the season. He's got the bases loaded, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning with the Zap out in front by 2. And so they make the change official. Landon Meyer subbed out for Ethan Pitcher. And I think everybody's first instinct is Ethan Pitcher, not a pitcher, huh? Well, that was my first instinct as well. And I'm sure as a baseball player with that last name, he's heard that his whole life. Good work by Cortana getting our stream set back up on the YouTube. First pitch to Pitcher, and he ducks out of the way, but it's called strike one. Well, you got to say, Bill Hall has been consistent with those pitches all night. His zone for both sides has been right on the money with what he calls each way, and that's all you can ask for with an umpire is to set up a zone and call it the same for both sides. Pitcher, this one in the dirt. Ty Farwell's coming home. Quick play at the plate, not in time, and Farwell is in-sliding safely as Billingsley tumbles over top of him. Bang, bang play at the plate, but Ty Farwell shows off the wheels and makes it 7-4, picking up a massive insurance run for the Zap. Yeah, Stonecipher blocked it, and it didn't even get that far away. Never left the dirt circle around home plate for Stonecipher. He turned around, tried to toss it to Billingsley. Actually was going to try to tag Farwell out himself, but tripped. Yeah, and then Billingsley came tumbling over the top of Farwell, just somehow was able to trap that ball. And I'm not sure how, but Connor Goldberg must have just been watching baseball out there at second. He didn't advance to third, which means DeCarlo couldn't advance from first to second. Meanwhile, a swing and a miss makes it 1-2 here to Ethan Pitcher. And I'm sure over there at third, Jamie Habiger was expecting to turn his head back to the third base bag and see Connor Goldberg standing there. When he looked back at second, he's probably thinking, what happened? This one blocked by Stonecipher behind the plate. Will roll out in front of the batter's box. And Jamie Habiger puts up the stop sign, keeps Goldberg at second. Yeah, Chuck, I'm not sure. Would you see that much commotion happening around home plate and you don't have the kind of attention on you at second? No, you think you got to advance there. We'll see if it comes back to bite. The pitcher fouls this one off over the first base side. Two on, 2 out. Bottom of the 7th. Both putting up a run to this point. Spuds with 1, Zap with 1, but Zap looking for more. 2-2 pitch. Lifted foul again, same direction. Ty Farwell with some aggressive base running with 2 outs, steals a run for the Zap. Billingsley delivers. This one fouled off again. Billingsley actually went tumbling backwards over Farwell there at home. So much so he got a big dirt stripe across his number 19 on the back. Can't hardly see that number anymore. Two again. Again, fouled off. Ethan Pitcher staying alive. Fouled off 4 straight 2-strike pitches. Yeah, this is a really fun fight to watch. Good battle between these two guys. Yeah, absolutely. Love good pitchers and hitters duels. Bill Hall needs some new baseballs after an onslaught of foul balls. This is a good time for Ethan Pitcher to pick up his first hit of the season. Maybe try to split the gap out there in left center field. One runner in scoring position and a fast runner on first into Carlo. 2-2. Baltimore chopped to third. Tough short hop play by the new third baseman. Firing for the out is Mason Westmoreland. Savvy play for his first play at third of the ball game, but the Zap pick up a massive insurance run in the form of Ty Farwell scoring on a wild pitch. That makes it 7-4 here as we head to the 8th inning. Zap only want to be out there defensively for 2 more frames. We'll see if they can hold off the Spuds. Top of the 8th coming up after this.
Ameriprise Advisors can work with you to provide personalized, goal-based advice based on your short and long-term goals. Plus, you can track your investments and financial solutions with our digital tools and regular meetings. Call Ameriprise Financial Advisor Angie Teason with Wealth Partners, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, at 605-224-6777. That's 605-224-6777. Office is located at 740 East Sioux Avenue, Pierre, South Dakota. Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC.
At Darren Boyle Sales, I have the Bush Hog equipment on hand to help you with your spring projects. Right now, I have Bush Hog mowers on hand in sizes from 6 to 20 feet. Bush Hog rear-mounted blades, Bush Hog tillage equipment including 4 sizes of rear-mounted tillers, and Dixie Chopper zero-turn mowers on hand. 3 different models available with prices starting at $49.95. Check out my large selection of farm equipment at the lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. Like the Darren Boyle Sales Facebook page or shop online anytime at darrenboylesales.com.
Another new arm in here for the Zap in the top of the 8th inning. It's Lucas Tolley out of Minnesota State Mankato. Come on and try to keep the Spuds quiet. Zap leading 7-4. Ty Farwell been a big part of this ball game. Had a 2-run home run to extend the lead back to 4 at the time for the Zap, and he just scored a big insurance run on what we believe will be scored as a wild pitch. A block by Stonecipher. It just scuttled away from him ever so slightly. Farwell saw his window and he jumped on it. And jumping on top of him was Hunter Billingsley, who now steps into the left-handed batter's box and takes a first pitch strike from Tolley. And nothing malicious from Billingsley on that play, just trying to make a play. There was so much commotion that he ended up taking a tumble. So this is down and in. Tolley, another 6'1" tall right-handed hurler. Weighs in at 185. This one ripped into the left field gap. That's going to get down for extra bases. Billingsley rounding first, heading for second. Tracking it down is Goldberg, firing it in. And a stand-up double for Hunter Billingsley is how the Spuds will start this inning. They had him shaded to pull, and that pulled down to Carlo over towards right field. And that was about as perfectly placed as you could do it for Billingsley. So now Hunter Stonecipher, who's got a 2-run jack in this ball game, steps into the left-handed batter's box looking to do even more damage. First pitch to Stonecipher, up and away, ball 1. That's why that insurance run could come in so huge for the Zap. Absolutely. And at this point in the ball game, Charlie, I think you're just fine trading outs for runs. This one falls in for a strike on an off-speed pitch. Our shadows continue to creep across the middle of the diamond, about have the full inch skirt of grass covered. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Stone sight for fans. Tolley now ahead 1-2.
And a strikeout here would certainly prove huge for Tolley and his confidence.
See how he attacks him 1-2. Dangerous hitter in the box. Tolley eyes, delivers off the very end of the bat. I mean, he grazed the stitches on that one as it softly rolls over to the Spuds dugout. He's a left-handed hitter, and he hit it. That ball kind of created a 90-degree angle from the pitcher's mound to home plate to where that ball was rolling. I mean, that's how far off the end of the bat he got it. Still 1-2, nobody out. Swing and a miss. That changes quickly as Tolley has his first strikeout here at the top of the 8th, first retired. And Billingsley standing at second, still wanting to get advanced. He's going to have to see if the next man up can do it. That's David Denton, the big right-handed hitter. Takes a first pitch ball just a bit up in the zone. Denton's a big fellow. Swing it with force. Kind of has a, he's got almost a Gary Sheffield chop, but not as exaggerated. And he wears a loud one on the left arm. There was no ducking in the way of that one. Good thing for David Denton. That one caught the left arm guard. Boy, you could hear that. I'm sure our crowd mic picked up some of that. But what it does is it sets up a force out at every base. It brings up Noah Bufford. Runners on first and second. One out. Double play will get you out of this jam. But you'll have to do it quickly. You got a speedy runner in the right-handed batter's box in Bufford, and you got a first base coach over there for the Casper Spuds that's drowning in gear. This one ripped sharply down the left field line. That's going to get past the third baseman, Mason Melton. That'll score a run. Station to station they go. Billingsley scores on the play after the diving attempt over at third by Melton. And so Bufford will get to first. David Denton up to second. That makes it 7-5, still just one out. Yeah, got the ground ball that he needed. It just was so sharply hit down the third base line. Melton was kind of playing off. Wasn't able to get a glove on it and knock it down. And so now, Mason Westmoreland, who was a designated hitter, has been moved to third, steps in. The runners on first and second. Again, just the one out. Tolley comes set and fires, and this one hit into the same exact spot and past him again. Mason Melton with a carbon copy dive, couldn't make the play, and another run will score. They brought in a pinch runner, did the Spuds, and they take advantage and make it a one-run ball game. Bufford to third and Westmoreland to second. And now Jamie Habiger is going to come out and have a chat with Lucas Tolley. Nobody up and moving in the bullpen for the Zap. And that might change here. And officially the runner to score for the Casper Spuds is number 26. And as we go through the roster, find out that's Trey Brooks. And going through the roster is a tough ask with this Casper Spuds squad that has got it completely chock full. I mean, there is no more room left for a name to be printed for the Casper Spuds. Jamie Habiger's meeting at the mound has commenced. I'm sure he told Tolley, hey, just calm down here. This will bring up Brody Carter. He did damage with an opposite field triple. That led to a run earlier in this ball game. Want to keep him quiet. First pitch down and away. Good block by Goethals behind the plate. Infield is in for the Zap. This is crunch time here to start this series. Tolley delivers. This one inside, ball 2. And I'm sure part of that meeting at the mound with Tolley and Habiger was, listen, you got a base open. This guy's already bit us before today. Don't give him anything too juicy over the plate to hit. Don't want to drive in these 2 runs and flip the lead back to Casper. 2-0 count. Make it 3-0. This one outside. But either way, a great ball game unfolding here. A lot of offensive action. Yeah, the fans are getting their money's worth here on First Responders Appreciation Night. Zap infield in, 3-0 pitch. Just catches a piece for strike 1. So now that Tolley's back in the count, the last ray of sunlight on this infield is draped over Tolley. The 3-1 pitch, rounded foul, and the count is full. That foul ball almost went between the legs of Brody Carter. Just had to kind of reach over top. Stay alive. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. Tolley's fired up, and now he's 1 out away from guarding this Zap lead. Runners on second and third. Infield can drop back to their normal depth. That is a massive strikeout, and if Tolley can get out of this jam, even with the 2 runs across, it will be considered a mighty moral victory. Elijah Reeves in the 9-hole takes a first pitch strike. Doesn't like it. Having a quick chat with Bill Hall, and I think that one was off the plate, but Bill Hall, as we mentioned, has been as consistent as they come today. Tolley ahead 0-1. This one driven into shallow center. Coming on is Dom DeCarlo. He looks, he gloves, he squeezes, and Tolley is fired up coming off the bump. 2-run score for the Spuds, but it could have been a lot worse than that. That Ty Farwell insurance run proving to be even larger than it looks in the bottom of the 7th inning. But the Zap would sure love some more. We'll see if they can get it as we head to the bottom of the 8th. 7-6, Zap out in front. Zap bats coming up after this.
Since 1894, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. I'm Rick Doctor, a financial advisor with Wealth Partners, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. I remain true to the vision of always putting clients first. I am ready to help you get where you want to be. Offices located at 740 East Sioux Avenue, Capitol Creek Center, Pierre, South Dakota. Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC.
Your best round of the year is waiting for you just 1 mile north of Fort Pierre on Highway 1806 at Dunes Golf. Play 9 or 18 holes, pay by the round, save with a punch card, or become a member for unlimited play. And Dunes Golf is a great location for group outings or a summer play day. Call 605-223-2525 or see golfdunes.com. 18 holes and a driving range beautifully nestled alongside the Missouri River. It's Dunes Golf.
Bottom of the 8th inning and some big at-bats coming up here for the Zap. Hello, everybody. Justin Coward alongside Charlie Young and Cortana Mancuso here on this beautiful Friday night. You just could not ask for much better weather here at Hyde Stadium. And the Zap out in front by 1 lone run. Back and forth affair it's been, as the Zap were able to pick up the lead in the first inning, scoring 1, then scoring 3 in the bottom of the second. Looked like they might be cruising to this one, but the Spuds had something to say about it. Answered back with 2 in the 4th and 1 in the 5th, but not before Ty Farwell left the yard in the bottom of the 4th inning. At that point, it made it 6-2. And the Spuds have just kind of been chipping away. Another run in the 5th, as we mentioned, 1 in the 7th, 2 there in the top of the 8th, but they left runners stranded on 2nd and 3rd. And that 1 lone run for the Zap in the bottom of the 7th, Ty Farwell stealing home on a short, wild pitch. There's a bang-bang play at the plate, as this one's Baltimore chopped over to 3rd. Played on 1 hop, Westmoreland fires to 1st, and Cy Taylor on 1 pitch is out, number 1. You go back to that Ty Farwell Play had Ethan Pitcher at the plate. Was battling away. And Farwell, he had a split decision second to make. He was either going to steal or he was going to stay at third. And the quick instincts and high IQ of Ty Farwell said go, and he did. Stone Cipher kind of tripped getting back to home plate as this one's grounded up the middle. Nice glove play. Made by Wilcox, firing to first. What a pick at the bag, and he is going to be called safe as the ball pops out of the glove of new first baseman for the Casper Spuds. Man, that was a bang-bang play. He wears the number 39, but somehow, I didn't think it could happen. This roster gets even bigger. There is no 39 listed on the Casper Spuds roster or reserve, so he will remain nameless. He tried to dig it out, almost made a great play. And this one check swing. They've swung at 3 pitches and put 3 in play. They'll fire to second for 1. Another nice play by Wilcox. Came on to the infield skirt of that on that short chopper. Wilcox turned and fired to second. And that retired. So Ty Farwell will come up. Farwell, obviously, as we've said multiple times, has had a huge impact on this game. Gavin Frazier was the batter that chopped it to shortstop. Mason Melton was the runner retired. Big swing and a miss for Ty Farwell. As that ball comes popping out of the glove of Stone Cipher, but having to stay at first is Frazier. Farwell did clip that one. And that play over there at short, Wilcox could have gone to first, but decided to try to take the risk and get the lead runner. It was the second out of the inning, so 1 on, 2 out, bottom of the 8th. Zap looking to get to this top of the 9th inning and put away the Spuds with little to no drama. Farwell takes a pitch just on the outside corner for ball 1. We know Farwell can leave the yard, only Zap to homer this season. He's already doubled his homer total today. Why not triple it on the year? And he rips this one down the left field line, but that has a tail to it, and it curves foul down into Rays Creek out beyond the left field wall. Farwell going through his standard procedure before every single pitch. Deep breath, stares at the bat. Swivels the hips, the 1-2, softly lined towards the second base bag. Brody Carter over to his right, and he gloves for the third and final out. We head to the top of the 9th. Zap 3 outs away from picking up a big win to start the series at home. They lead 7-6, and it will be Tolley back out on the mound to try to put this thing away for the home Oahe Zap. 9th inning coming up after this on River 92.7 and streaming live on drgnews.com.
Ameriprise Advisors can work with you to provide personalized, goal-based advice based on your short and long-term goals. Plus, you can track your investments and financial solutions with our digital tools and regular meetings. Call Ameriprise Financial Advisor Angie Teasing with Wealth Partners, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, at 605-224-6777. That's 605-224-6777. Office is located at 740 East Sioux Avenue, Pierre, South Dakota. Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC.
At Darren Boyle Sales, I have the Bush Hog equipment on hand to help you with your spring projects. Right now, I have Bush Hog mowers on hand in sizes from 6 to 20 feet. Bush Hog rear-mounted blades, Bush Hog tillage equipment including 4 sizes of rear-mounted tillers, and Dixie Chopper zero-turn mowers on hand. 3 different models available with prices starting at $49.95. Check out my large selection of farm equipment at the lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. Like the Darren Boyle Sales Facebook page or shop online anytime at darrenboylesales.com.
It's up to Lucas Tolley for the Oahe Zap to put away the win. They lead by 1 run here in the top of the 9th inning. Hello, everybody. Justin Coward alongside Charlie Young and Cortana Mancuso on this perfect Friday night of baseball. And what a perfect ending it would be if the Zap could retire the side here notch this one in the victory column. It'll be Cal Cousins, Hunter Billingsley, and Hunter Stonecipher set up for the Casper Spuds. Excuse me, let's rearrange that. Caden Wilcox will lead this thing off. The Office theme song started playing. Not sure where that came from. This one misses down and away for ball one. Often at ballparks, the organist or the music director will try to match up names in witty ways with songs, as this one misses inside for ball two. Trying to put the Caden Wilcox comparison together with The Office. I'll think of it sooner or later. Lucas Tolley kind of wiggling out the right arm. Here's the 2-0. This one popped to the right side. Ludvigsen tracking back in foul territory. He's got it, and that's a big out number one against Caden Wilcox, who has done damage all day against the Zap.
Yeah, big out. Wilcox obviously started the game with that triple, had a big RBI single. So to get him, it gives Tolley a lot of confidence, too, after falling behind 2-0.
Some more movement for the Casper Spuds. Andrew Witt will check into the ball game now, hitting for Cal Cousins. He'll take over in left field, we assume. But we don't want to get to that point. We don't want to know if Witt is out in left field. We want this thing done in 2 outs. Zap have fought hard. Would love to see him get the win. Showing bunt and fouling it off into the netting is Witt, and he's behind 0-1.
Yeah, maybe the Spuds just trying to generate base runners here. No, there's no fake on that bunt. Witt offered.
Yeah, high fastball was tipped away. Here's the 0-1 from Tolley. That in the dirt outside. Great crowd has made their way out. Let's pay him off with a win. Tolley with the 1-1. Another bunt attempt. This one sent foul towards the Spuds dugout. If Witt tries that again, he better get it fair, or else he's going to be the second out of this inning and put the Zap 1 out away. So I highly doubt that he's going to be given the bunt sign again. Andrew Witt with some serious speed. You can see why he's trying to lay down the bunt. Tolley ahead 1-2. Line foul right back behind him to stay alive. Well, even if you get this out, you won't be out of the woods just yet. Billingsley, a big hitter in the on-deck circle. The 1-2 from Tolley. Just off the plate. Goethals was about to throw that down to first to ring it around the infield. But Bill Hall said just a bit outside. Count even at 2-2, number 2 in the box. Tolley delivers. That one catches the outside corner. That one is strike 3, and that is out number 2. And now Tolley 1 out away from earning the save. And we'll see if they'll let Tolley pitch to Billingsley here. Jamie Habiger making his way out onto the mound, and it looks like they might be bringing in the big Q. Quinn Ludvigsen is removing some finger tape. He's come in big moments before. As we mentioned against Spearfish, bases loaded jam. Quinn came in, and he got out of it. So there will be some movement around the infield. Ty Farwell has grabbed his first baseman's mitt, so he'll take over for Ludvigsen over on the near side. Ludvigsen gets rid of the finger tape, gets rid of the sunglasses. He means business here, and he will be the relief pitcher, trying to come in and get it done. 1 out to get for Ludvigsen. We'll see if he can do it here on the other side of this break. 7-6, Zap lead. Don't go anywhere, folks. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th.
Since 1894, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. I'm Rick Doctor, a financial advisor with Wealth Partners, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. I remain true to the vision of always putting clients first. I am ready to help you get where you want to be. Offices located at 740 East Sioux Avenue, Capital Creek Center, here, South Dakota. Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC. Member FINRA and SIPC.
Your best round of the year is waiting for you just 1 mile north of Fort Pier on Highway 1806 at Dunes Golf. Play 9 or 18 holes, pay by the round, save with a punch card, or become a member for unlimited play. And Dunes Golf is a great location for group outings or a summer play day. Call 605-223-2525 or see golfdunes.com. 18 holes and a driving range beautifully nestled alongside the Missouri River. It's Dunes Golf.
So they leave it up to the large lefty. Quinn Ludvigsen comes in with 2 outs in the top of the 9th, protecting a 1-run lead. He's got nobody on the base paths, but he's got a hard-hitting lefty to face in Hunter Billingsley. Hello, everybody. Justin Coward alongside Charlie Young and Cortana Mancuso. What drama this game has brought here on a Friday night. What a way to kick off the weekend. A big weekend here in Central South Dakota. Big series against the Casper Spuds for the Zap 32nd annual KC Tibbs Match of Champions tomorrow over in Fort Pier. There's so much to do and everybody getting their Friday night done the right way here at the ballpark and have been treated, as we mentioned, to a great ball game. Zap jumped out in front 4-0 in the first 2 innings. Spuds answered back with 2 of their own in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. They scored 1 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th, but some insurance put on by the Zap have got them out in front 7-6. Now Quinn Ludvigsen with 1 more out to get. His first pitch to Billingsley is sent up the elevator shaft. Ty Farwell put to action quickly as he checks into first base over there for Ludvigsen, but watches that one sail foul. Hunter Billingsley was getting as good of a look as he could find on the warm-up pitches for Ludvigsen. He was just a few steps from where Bill Hall has set up all night. He was right on top of that home plate dirt circle. And he got a first look at an off-speed pitch. We'll see what Ludvigsen goes with again. Another off-speed pitch. That one just barely misses on the inside corner. Ludvigsen favoring that curveball here. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. This one in the dirt for ball 2. Tying run at the plate. 2-1 count. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Zap trying to put away the Spuds and put them back under 500. They sit at 4-4 right now, does Casper. The 2-1 looped in there and fouled into the netting, catching some unsuspecting young Zap fans a little bit off guard that are working on their ground balls over behind home plate. Good stay alive cut there from Billingsley. Ludvigsen gonna try to go to his put away pitch. What'll it be? 2 and 2 count, 2 outs. Ludvigsen gets another swing and a foul tip off the end of the bat. Talk about a stay alive swing there from Billingsley. Just stuck his bat out and hoped for the best. And he got a piece to stay alive. Ludvigsen again set for the 2-2. Crowd trying to close out this game. Ludvigsen gets the swing and a miss. It's dropped behind. Goethals will throw it down to first. Farwell squeeze it, and that's the ball game. 7-6, heart-pounding win for the Oahe Zap here at home to kick off this homestand for the weekend. And Quinn Ludvigsen gets the save. They dance it away in center field. The Zap are victorious. Final score 7-6. We'll recap it for you when we come back right after this. Talk about the win and talk about the weekend coming up on River 92.7.
These days, people consume information at different times of day and through a variety of different platforms. That's why DRG Media Group's AM and FM radio stations, DRGnews.com website, and DRG mobile app provide local news, sports and weather, music and entertainment news, area high school athletic events, and more. But as members of your community, we want to hear from you too. Are you not hearing what you want to hear? Do you have an event coming up that you need advertised? Then let us know by using the Contact Us feature on the DRGnews.com website or on the DRG News app. You can send us a song request, a news or sports item, a request for advertising information, and more. Fill in your information, select which type of inquiry you have, provide the relevant details, then click Submit. We make qualifying information available to the public using our DRG Media Group radio stations, DRGnews.com website, and DRG News mobile app. Thanks to our advertisers, it's all available to you for free. DRGnews.com and the DRG News app are updated throughout the day, so check back often.
thrilling win here for the home team of Oahe Zap as they take it 7-6 to kick off this series against the Casper Spuds, and what a win it was. It was a back-and-forth punching match between these two rivals, and the Zap got the better. They were the last ones standing, but they didn't go down without a fight, did the Casper Spuds. After falling behind 4-0 after the first 2 innings of play, it was to lead things off for the Oahe Zap. A Connor Goldberg single that drove in a run in the bottom of the first inning. Landon Meyer in the second got an RBI single. Mason Milton scored a run on a fielder's choice. Zap jumped out in front 4-0. 2 runs off a 2-run bomb from Hunter Stonecipher. Made the lead 2 and the score 4-2 for the Zap. Right on cue in the next inning, it was a Ty Farwell 2-run shot to extend back out the lead for the Zap. Spuds would answer back with a couple runs of their own. 1 in the 7th. 2 in the 8th, but Lucas Tolley got out of a huge jam in the 8th as he stranded runners on 2nd and 3rd that were very threatening, very ominous, and felt like the Spuds might take the lead. But the biggest play of the game came on a Ty Farwell insurance steal of home. It was a wild pitch, but did not get more than 15 feet away from home plate. Hunter Stonecipher went to try to track it down. Ty Farwell took off the instant he saw it get away from the catcher. And Stonecipher turned around, was about to go try to tag out Farwell, but stumbled over his cleats and then tried to toss it to a cover Hunter Billingsley. Billingsley made the catch but couldn't make the tag as he went tumbling over Farwell. And that insurance run proved to be huge. Spuds go down and fall to 4-5. The Zap pick up their 3rd win on the season. Spuds, 6 runs on 8 hits, 7 runs on 10 hits for the Oahe Zap. These two will hash it out again tomorrow night right here at Hyde Stadium, 6:05 first pitch. You can catch that one live on the Oahe Zap YouTube. Thanks for tuning in tonight on River 92.7, folks. For Cortana Mancuso, Charlie Young, I'm Justin Cowart saying so long. Thanks for tuning in on River 92.7 and DRGnews.com. Have a safe Friday night and a wonderful weekend, everybody. We'll see you next Thursday evening when the Oahe Zap take on the Aviators. It will officially be Wildcat Night, and we can't wait to be here for it. We'll see you then, folks.